Hello everyone, I'm Adam Papagan and welcome to the ASMR talk show. This is the show that feels good to hear. If this is the first time you're joining us, ASMR is light sounds, maybe whispering, maybe materials rubbing together. And certain people, maybe you, when you hear those sounds, get a little tingle in the front of your brain. So this is the show that combines ASMR sounds with interesting, engaging, long format interview. And tonight is no exception. We've got a great show. But before that, share a little anecdote, as I always do. So really my only pastimes these days are dining and entertainment. That's really when I have money in my pocket. I want to go to the theme park, I want to go see a movie, or I want to eat at a restaurant that's kind of fun, kind of unusual, because I really view dining restaurants as kind of an extension of entertainment in a way, because you go, you kind of have a set of expectations, maybe they deliver, maybe they don't, and at the end of it, you know, there's another restaurant meal right around the corner. And I love going especially to older restaurants that kind of take you back in time a little bit, because you know, whatever changes in your life, these restaurants, they stay the same. So I was just cruising around West Los Angeles this past week, and I drove past a burrito restaurant that I went to all the time as a kid with my family. It's called Eduardo's. It's on Westwood Boulevard. And for whatever reason, when I was like 9, we just stopped going there. And I hadn't been back in like 20 years. But it looked all the same on the outside, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get some Eduardo's. So I go in, all the same guys working there from back when I was a kid. I was like, all right, this is pretty cool. Everything looked the same. I swear they even had 90s music playing in the restaurant. It was really just a step back in time. Ordered the same thing I always got as a kid, vegetarian burrito. I'm sitting there, I'm looking over, and the staff, you know, they're all older, but the same mannerism, same guys. And I'm sitting in there, and at the table next to me, there was a family eating, a young kid about the age I would have been when I was eating there. I was eating the burrito, and it dawned on me that I actually had been to Eduardo's a few years previously, and the experience was just totally unmemorable. And I had forgotten that I had been back, but good meal. So, what more can you ask for? Folks, my guest tonight is a photographer whose art has been seen in magazines and galleries all over the world. If you've not seen her photographs, once you see them, they're hard to forget in a good way. Please welcome Parker Day.
Hey. Hi, Adam.
Hi, thanks for coming.
It's lovely to be here.
Yeah, we wanted you to feel home, so we put a big bright green background.
Oh, thank you.
I know you like bright colors and stuff.
I certainly do.
So I'm going to try in this interview not to ask you like questions you get asked in other interviews, because I'm sure it gets tedious to ask, but for the people out there who don't know your work, I actually have on the iPad, we're going to try to show some of it, but I mean this in a really positive way, but the term freak show gets thrown around a lot.
Oh yeah, it gets bandied about quite a bit.
Thrown around is right, because you like to showcase these unusual people. Or how would you describe it? While I figure out how this iPad works.
I like colorful, eccentric characters, people from the fringes of society or the fringes of our own minds. I like outsiders, and I use the term freak with fondness.
Yeah.
So I hope anyone who I consider a freak takes it as a compliment.
Is a freak always an outsider, or is an outsider always a freak?
I think so. I think it's something about the unknown. You know, like you may be an outsider just in how you feel inside, even if the society around you sees you as a normal functioning person. Like I know I feel like a freakish outsider in my own mind.
I think we all do.
I think we all do.
Yeah.
I think we're all outsiders.
And then, you know, how that manifests into like, you know, some people, they feel like outsiders, so they're going to dress all crazy and get attention. Some people feel like outsiders, they're going to like be weird loners and collect guns, and you know, like it could go like really negative way.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love your embrace of a positive outsiderism, letting your freak flag fly. Let's try to get there we go. You zoom in a little bit here. So we're just going to go through here. So this is sort of your style here. How does this go? There we go. Wow.
That's a greasy iPad.
Yeah. Oh, it's not greasy. It has I just bought this, actually, refurbished. Well, this is a protective, you know what?
It's okay. Don't be ashamed of your grease.
That's fun. Look how clean it is. How much better that looks. That's great.
Beautiful,
So there we go.
glorious.
Folks. So, look at this woman. So, what's the deal with this?
Well, she goes by the name Jizzy Creams.
Jizzy Creams?
Jizzy Creams.
I don't know if we can say that on the...
I just did.
This in the safe harbor.
What I love is when this is printed up, large as it's intended to be seen, you can see her filling. Yeah, it's great. I love just how manic she is. Apparently, that mouth spreader thing is used in a wholesome family party game. So if you go looking for that on Amazon, you will find all these reviews from Midwestern mothers talking about how little Bobby and Joni just love playing this game. I guess you say a word and other people are supposed to guess.
You try to say it.
Yeah.
Okay, that sounds fun. So I'm just trying to find. Oh, I love this one here. This space alien lady on here. But where do you find these people? You must get that question a lot.
Well, it's a combination of finding people on Instagram that I think are compelling and then bringing something out of them that I see lurking in their soul.
So what's the pitch? You find somebody with the face tattoos or crazy hair or something. When you just it's cold, you just hit them up cold. You're a photographer.
Oh, it's easy. It's just Instagram, usually.
Because they want the attention.
Yeah, and the people I like tend to like me, so, freaks flock together.
Have you ever, hit somebody up and they'd be like, oh, sounds awesome, but then they see the work and they're like, I don't want to be in this contingent?
If that occurs, I think I'm oblivious to it. So, it doesn't affect me.
You said, here's Gianna. She's been on this show before.
Who's Gianna?
You had, I read some interview you did where you said that you liked people who weren't attached to a persona.
Exactly.
But see, I see Gianna to me is a total persona. She's like a character in and of herself. Do you know what I mean?
However, she's not self-conscious. So yeah, there are some people like her who do have a strong identity. I guess what I'm thinking about is I don't like those model types.
Who are a little too self-aware.
Yeah, they're like, this is my good angle. Only shoot me from this angle. And acting such and such a way. With Gianna, I'm like, look half dead. She just goes there.
Yeah. These, it's almost the visual equivalent of the Whack Pack. Do you know the Whack Pack?
Yeah, it preceded, I thought, I'm thinking of the Garbage Pail Kids cards. They're wacky packages. Oh. Anyway.
The Whack Pack are Howard Stern's stable of weird people who call in, like Beetlejuice.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Howard has said that they all have to lack a level of just general awareness that they can't help.
Oh.
And that's what makes them intriguing. Because you think you have these people pigeonholed, but then they keep surprising you, but it's always in this character that they do.
Interesting. Howard Stern is a funny individual. He seems like such a, just chauvinist asshole on the surface, but he's a complex person.
He's very bright.
I learned TM, Transcendental Meditation, and during the TM pitch, they tell you about celebrities who do TM. It's so Hollywood.
Can I get a TM pitch real quick?
Oh my goodness.
Do you remember any of it?
Well, it's very snake oilsy. So they say it'll cure insomnia. It'll make you feel more centered, ease anxiety. It will help with your relationships. And then in the case of Howard Stern, the day he learned TM, he left the TM center, compulsively reached for his cigarettes, put one in his mouth, even lit it, and then was like disgusted. He grabbed the cigarette, threw it down, never smoked again. Because the TM just like, I guess he tapped into a space of not needing crutches.
Did you have some ailment you were hoping to cure with the TM? What brought you into it?
What's interesting is they give you a mantra that's supposed to be specific to your personal goals with TM.
How many mantras are there, though?
I don't know. You're not supposed to know. And I can't tell you mine.
Oh.
It's very secret.
I think everyone gets the same one.
No, but we never know.
Somebody knows.
I know there's a Reddit article. It's fine.
You still practice it?
I do. Yeah. It's supposed to be twice a day, but I'm lazy.
You're really never gonna cure that insomnia if you don't do it twice a day.
Awake.
Okay. Let me take. So you did another series called Branded Partnerships. Was that the
Brand partner?
Brand Partner. I really liked this one because I like fast food and I like graphic design and stuff. So I like the way you incorporated all of it here. We're gonna go back to the iPad. It's not greasy, by the way.
Oh no.
Whoa.
I kind of want to
Yeah,
grease
here,
it.
why don't you wait? Maybe you can scroll through them.
Okay. So this is a Pocky ad, a faux Pocky ad.
Yeah. So this isn't like licensed with the like.
No.
Squirt didn't like come to you and weren't
No,
like.
I will take their money, like Squirt. Just make the check out to Parker Day. It's fine. I'll tag you.
Yeah.
But no, it was all about a commentary on our relationship with advertising, specifically on the Instagram platform, and how insidious it is. Because so often we're scrolling, not even aware what's an ad.
So this after
There she is.
So who is this? Like, is this her? This is a wig, obviously.
Yes.
Is this her wig, or do you?
I styled her, and that's my wig. Yeah. Yeah, that's my buddy Molly Milk. She's a treasure.
Yeah.
True.
She likes ham.
Oh, she loves it. Salty, juicy ham.
Did It seems like this is. Oh, that's one. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
This lady is great.
Yeah, Katrina Kemp.
She's holding a big gulp.
Yes.
She looks like a big gulp.
I know.
And that was kind of the intention, I'm guessing,
Oh,
right?
yeah. Pure citrus refreshment. But I wanted her to be very sassy, and she's an amazing performer. So she just gave it to me the second she was on camera. And like I like to tell little stories to my models as I'm shooting them, about who they are, the scenario they find themselves in. So for example, for her with that, those hideous zebra highlights, like she's a real trashy lady. So she's outside of the 7-Eleven and she sees her lover coming down the street with some tramp, and she's checking them out, and she's about to throw that big gulp right in Tammy's face.
So you really, it's more than just the photography that you do. You put a whole context into it that kind of maybe makes these people look a little nuttier than they actually are, would you say?
Oh yeah, I want to liberate the nut inside all of us, and touch the nut inside me.
Yeah. Do you ever get somebody who, because we sometimes we share some subjects, interests, and people like this. Do you notice that some of these so-called freaks, whatever, have just been kicking around LA for decades and are kind of overexposed? Is there anybody who you're just, this guy again?
You're a native, right?
Yeah.
So I'm not. So I moved here 3 years ago from the Bay Area. And that's when I focused on my artistic practice. So everything is my photography, only began after moving to LA. So I came here with eyes wide open and everything was fresh and exciting. So no, I'm not jaded yet.
So then I must ask, what prompted this life-changing move that put you into the art and photography world?
I think I just finally gave myself permission to do what I had always dreamed of, and said, fuck it. You know, why not do what I want to do the way I want to do it, when I want to do it, on my terms. And the more I just was true to myself, the more doors opened up. And so I had a pretty smooth runway from the get-go, thankfully.
Which came first, the move to LA or the development of this style?
The move to LA, but I decided I had to find a style.
Well, because if you're doing photography, you just said you do your thing,
Yeah.
and that's what people like about it.
Oh, yeah.
You have your one thing. You do your landscapes, you do your street photography, you do your...
Right. And especially
portraits.
with, you know, how many artists there are, the more narrow your focus is, the more narrow your identity, actually, the more you'll thrive.
Do you think that's true across the arts, or mainly is the visual arts?
Yeah, I think if you look at the truly successful artists, they're very specific and unique.
What about like Justin Timberlake, though? He has music.
Justin who?
Timberlake from the group NSYNC.
I thought we were talking about artists.
You wouldn't consider him an artist?
Yeah, no.
I think anybody working in entertainment
he's
is
an
just some
artist. He's an
type of artist.
I'm sorry, JT.
I wouldn't put him at the level of Kanye West. That guy is definitely an artist.
Yeah, and an eccentric.
Yeah, but he does this one weird thing that he does. But he has a weird clothing line. Yeah, but it's all through that voice. That's what people like about it.
Yeah, it's a brand.
Yeah, a brand.
Yeah, it's tidy.
Brand partner.
Yeah.
You don't mind getting in front of the camera. Well, I mean, I know you're here now, but you know, some people are behind the camera types, and they want to, you know, folks in the control room right now, you know, they probably wouldn't want to come out here and, you know, talk about their work. You know, maybe they would, but you know what I mean. But you seem very comfortable, kind of being your own hype man. If that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
I forget where I was going with this, but how do you decide, like, when you're going to put yourself into it?
Well, I love this. I'm so grateful for the opportunity to be able to speak and share what I do. As far as self-portraits go, I have been doing one for every series I do. So every big series I do, it will ultimately be a self-portrait. I like slithering in a little cameo.
So do you have the camera rigged up on a timer?
A tripod and timer, yeah.
So there's not like another photographer you trust?
No, I did have my fiance hit the shutter button for this last one, which is kind of a no-no to some photographers. Because, anecdote, there's this legal case brought by PETA against, I think, National Geographic, because there was a monkey that hit the shutter button.
Yes.
And PETA's saying that monkey owns the image. The monkey took a selfie, right?
Oh,
with
I
the
know,
camera.
yeah. I love the selfie monkey.
So, you know, the argument is whoever hits the shutter button, like the act of hitting the shutter button is authorship, but yeah.
The monkey, it was an accident, though.
Right.
He didn't have any intentionality.
Yeah.
So I don't think he can own. A monkey can't own a photograph. That's crazy.
I know.
Come on.
What's he gonna do with it?
I can't believe this was even taken to court.
I know.
And any judge would hear this. This is the stupidest thing I've ever.
I know. PETA likes their PR.
You had another. So I was like, your resume seems to all kind of start in the last couple of years when you moved out to LA.
Yeah.
Did you have like a big, and then you've done pretty well for yourself in 3 years.
you.
You've done, you know, shows all over, and you know, you're getting people hit you up, and you know, they want to talk to you and stuff.
Yeah.
Right here, dude, probably the highlight of your career coming right now. Did you have like a big break moment?
There have been numerous gentle fractures. I feel like I'm still waiting for a big break, as it were. A museum show. That's my goal. Yeah, because my goal is in the fine arts space. you know, some photographers are more geared to the commercial space, and I definitely do enjoy working in that space. But to me, like, what makes my mouth water is a museum retrospective, ultimately.
Oh, retrospective.
Yeah.
You're gonna be working a while
Shoot
on
for the
this.
stars, baby. Oh yeah,
On this
my
break.
life.
Yeah.
Life is long.
Well, retrospective by definition.
Yeah.
It's 10, 50 years on.
Yeah.
But if you stick with anything, if you stick with it,
Exactly.
everyone else gives up. And
No,
then suddenly you have some kind of seniority and authority.
That's what
'cause
all
you've been
success
around.
is.
Yeah.
Success is terribly simple. Just keep doing it. Keep doing the same thing. That's literally it.
What did you do before you were a photographer?
I was a hairdresser, so I still have my cosmetology license because I love those pro discounts. And it's made me comfortable doing hair and makeup for my shoots.
It seems like that would be relevant.
Yeah.
Work experience.
Oh yeah, and it made me comfortable being one-on-one with people.
Oh, yeah.
Because I feel like cutting someone's hair, it's intimate, it's vulnerable, and so it's the same kind of dynamic photographing someone.
I was read your artist statement, and it was just like, Deanne Arbus, Cindy Sherman, little comic book stuff thrown
Yeah.
in.
Yeah.
And that was really like you nailed it. It was very self-aware.
Thank you.
Did you always know that? A lot of artists have trouble talking about what they do, and then I think that's the biggest hindrance to any artist. They can't sell their BS to like other people. But a good artist would be like, oh yes, the best art you ever seen. It's got elements, all these things you like in it.
Yeah,
But I do.
right. If you like Deanne Arbus, you love Parker Day.
Yeah, right.
You like Cindy Sherman.
Yeah, right.
Have I got a photographer for you?
Yeah, no, seriously though, it was like,
Yeah. Yeah, like I did go to art school straight out of high school for photography. Was very disillusioned because my school was very commercially focused. However, I did learn my art history, and my parents, of course, were very good at exposing me to art and comic books and
Okay.
trash and everything.
do you like the band Kiss?
Not especially.
Really?
Not as much as you'd think, I suppose.
Yeah, I was looking at these pictures, and it was
Yeah.
it reminded me of like
I like
of
Deaf
their
and June.
characters.
They wear masks.
Yeah, that's not fun though. That guy's a Nazi, isn't he?
Well, see, I'm very dark actually in my tastes.
Oh, okay.
My tastes tend to be quite dark. I think I like the color because it's like, oh, here, have this kind of like dark underbelly in a tasty package.
But you're not down with the
No.
hottest band in the land?
I've seen ICP. They wear makeup.
That's the same thing as Kiss. You're into that?
I was
You like the-
sprayed by the Fago. It was an
Ooh,
experience.
It's they use diet Fago.
Oh.
Well, maybe you got a fan. I heard they use diet root beer
Interesting.
Fago.
It was definitely root beer.
But I heard they use the diet because it's not as sticky. Because there's no sugar
Oh,
in it.
it was very
It was
viscous.
sticky. Ew. Well, that's gross. So you did your series icons. You did the nude one. What's that one? Possession.
Possession.
I don't want to show any of those because it's a family show.
Oh, well,
you know.
I hope everyone will give
But
themselves the pleasurable
Check out the website
experience.
though. Yeah. But all varieties of body type.
Exactly,
In there.
yeah.
Very cool to see that.
It's important.
And then you have the brand one. What's your next? Can you tell us? Do you have a next one in mind?
Yeah, right now I'm exploring and not putting as many constraints on myself, but I am photographing more couples, all sorts of couples. Yesterday I shot someone with their naked little hairless cat, so it's all about union.
Do you keep in pretty good contact with the people you shoot?
It's a lot of people,
Yeah.
and I'm kind of an introvert, so as best I can.
Any like great friendships come out of it, or is it kind of
Oh.
subject artist?
I mean, I feel so much love for everyone I've shot because I spend so much time with these images. You know, the shows, the books, the editorials, things like this. And it's like I really love the experience of course, I don't really know the depth of them. That's what's so interesting. And they're playing a character.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like I'm looking forward to seeing how each of these people evolve and how our paths will cross in the future.
Any things coming up where people go see your work hanging up anywhere? It's okay if there's not. It's kind of exciting.
Oh, crap. I feel like I'm forgetting something. There's my big solo show for Possession at Super Chief LA in January.
Okay.
Oh, I'm going to do an art party at 1720. It's not locked in yet, but there's things brewing.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. But if they can't get out to those places, any day of the week, they go on your Instagram, right?
That's right. Yeah.
And it's Hey Parker Day.
Hey, Parker Day. Very, very memorable, I think.
Yeah. Hey,
Catchy.
Parker Day. That's great. Well, Parker, thank you so much for
Such a pleasure.
coming by and giving a platform to oddball people,
Yeah.
because it's they need attention too,
Yeah.
right? Well, thank you all for tuning in. Really appreciate it. Got lots more ASMR to come, so please keep tuning in. Till next time, this is Adam Papagan reminding you that there's a place you can go, and it's your mind.